Hi, guys. Welcome to Sewing News Live. I'm Angela Wolf, and I'm a brand ambassador for Brother, and they are the sponsor of this show. So I have a lot of fun things for you today. It's Halloween. Happy almost tomorrow, Halloween. So we thought today would be a great time to give you some quick sewing tips. I have one of our brand ambassadors, Laura Pifer, coming on, and I also have Joanne Banko coming on. Joanne's calling in to tell us about her project of the month and an update on a couple events coming up. So how are you guys? Say hi. So if you've never been to my usual behind the scenes show on Wednesday, I do the same thing here. You got to say where you're from because you never know, your neighbor might be sewing with you. So if you've never been here before, welcome. If you're watching from YouTube, welcome. And if you're one of the regulars, it's always fun to see you. So, all right, Halloween is coming up, and I have to tell you guys, I found a couple of pictures. Laura's going to come and share some of the awesome stuff she's been working on. But let's see if I can bring this up here. Yeah, okay, so I'm going through my photos from last year, and this was from Comic-Con, where I went for Brother, right? This is hilarious. So, yeah, I went and got my photo there. And then this is just a fun idea for you, though. This is a machine that we had there, and you can embroider Spider-Man, which is so cool. So what we did is everybody that walked by the booth, we allowed them to pick one of the designs that they wanted for their Halloween shirt. So that ended up being my shirt. But here's a cute story for you. So I love dressing up for Halloween, but the last few years I've kind of really botched it. So instead I just made candy bags, which I'm going to show you how to do. But at this show last year, Brittany and I were there, and I had this really cute jacket. I had my costume all ready to go. And guess what? It was like 100 degrees in New York City. So instead of wearing that jacket, I would have passed out in that jacket. Although some people were wearing costumes. I don't know how they did it. The convention center was so warm. So I ended up just wearing what I had brought to New York, which was black pants, a black shirt, and black boots to wear under my fabulous jacket. And I look like a bank robber. So I have not gotten an A, but I have some costumes to share with you today and tomorrow on Behind the Scenes that you're just going to love. So I see everybody rolling in. Hello, and welcome. So without taking too much more of your time, I'm going to bring Laura on here. Let's see if I can grab her here. Hey, Laura.
Hi.
I'm going to bring you up here. Let me just see if I can. Sorry, just 1 second. There we go. Here you are.
Hi.
So welcome. If you guys have not met Laura, she has what I have to tell you just a little bit about her. I met her at It's So Easy TV maybe 2 seasons ago or 1 season ago. I don't remember. And we hit it off immediately. And the other thing is, when we tape, we're in Ohio. And I've always watched her Instagram photos. What's your hashtag on Instagram? Trash to Couture, right?
Yeah.
That's your handle?
Yes.
So if you're on Instagram, her photos are so beautiful. They inspire you. They are, just gorgeous every time. Every one of them, by the way. I haven't seen one that's not. So she has the blog Trash to Couture. Well, while we're in Ohio at the taping It's So Easy, Laura wanted a shirt for something. Didn't you want a shirt? What, did you forget a shirt or you wanted a shirt?
Yeah, I forgot like a camisole, like for underneath, your blouses.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So I said, "Oh, did you need a ride?" And she's like, "No, I ran." She ran like 6 miles to TJ to someplace I don't know.
I ran to Old Navy.
Oh my gosh! And grabbed her shirt and then came back and taped the show. So, by the way, either of those are not related to Brother, but I just thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was so funny.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Like, what? I just ran there.
Just ran there. And by the way, we're out in the middle of kind of nowhere. So, anyways. She is just awesome. So, Laura, thank you for coming on. And today we thought it would be super fun. I just want to get you guys give her a heart. And also, since I can't see from your end, let me know that you can hear Laura and myself. Give us like a heart. I'm not seeing any complaints yet, but Laura, you might have to talk just a smidge louder because I can't, you're just a little low on my side.
Should I get closer?
Yeah, just a smidge.
Okay.
There you go.
Better.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay.
Oh,
Now
so
you're
by the
gonna
way,
see up close.
Laura, you have a ton of people on here saying hi. And even
Oh,
Jude, all the way from the Netherlands, is saying hi. She's having dinner while she's watching us. Jude's probably pretty happy
oh,
that our show's a little bit earlier. So Reen's on
yes.
here saying hi. Everybody's popping in. So, all right, Laura, you have been a brand ambassador for Brother for quite a while. And I'm going to bring up some of your photos because what you do is so much fun. But let's just tell everyone, if you could just share everyone, you used to live out in, I always say in the mountains because your photos were so beautiful. But did you live in
Oh,
Montana?
no, I lived in Colorado.
In Colorado. Okay.
Yep. In Boulder, Colorado, and we just moved about a year ago. Now we live in Swanee, Georgia. It's like a suburb of Atlanta.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's nice.
And you have 3 boys?
3 boys. Yeah,
So much fun.
yeah. They're 10, 9, and 2.
And they are cute.
Yeah.
I've seen photos of them.
Oh,
One of these days, they're going to come fishing with Win and I.
oh, they would love to because, like I told you, like they love fishing. We live by a lake, and they all they want to do is fish. And I'm like, I need Angela here to like train them because they don't know anything about fishing. You
So I'll
know?
make you a deal. My husband will teach them how to fish, and then your husband can teach my husband how to take photos like he does for you.
Okay, that's a good deal, actually. I'm
I think it's a
down.
great deal. So I'm going to
Let's do
bring
it.
up some photos here, just so as we're chatting.
Yeah, yeah,
There we go. Okay, so this is not yours. This is from Comic-Con, but here's where we met.
yeah.
And so on the set of It's So Easy, have you ever been on TV before? Was that a little nerve-wracking?
Okay, that was really weird because they don't even give you like stop, and go. They just like put you out there and they're like figure it out. You know, like are you getting an echo by me?
Nope, I can hear you
Okay,
great.
good. But yeah, it was interesting, you know. But I learned a lot. They definitely, like I don't know how it is, but when I would film for like YouTube or something, I can always stop, and edit or rewind and start over. Like with It's So Easy TV, they're like, you just keep going, So
Yeah, and not on It's So Easy. You have to just tape. I see a few people saying there's an echo, but I don't hear it on my end.
yeah, can you still hear it?
I see a few people saying echo. Sorry, guys. I don't. You gotta love technical issues, right?
Me? Yeah, I've never done this before.
That's okay. Do you have the computer off, right?
I can put it right back on.
No, that's all right. If it's off, it shouldn't be like. I'll just bring you
It's
down and bring. All right. I'm gonna just check and see if. Bring this on one more time. You gotta love technology. Okay, let's see if that did it. How's that? Better?
Yeah, yeah. Can you guys hear me all right?
Okay, they're giving. It'll just take a sec for their. I think we're good
Okay.
now. I think. I'll let you know. Okay, everyone said it's gone or it's not too bad. So,
Okay.
all right. Everyone's saying it's gone. All right, guys, you guys are the best because if it wasn't for everybody watching to tell, it's like I'm talking to you and you're talking to me and we have no idea. So,
Yeah.
okay, so Laura, when we were taping It's So Easy, you did quite a few segments. And one of the things that you do that is so much fun, and I love to do it as well, and we are actually going to do a project together around the holidays for sweaters. You upcycle things and, well, just like your blog says, Trash to Couture. You take these garments and you turn them into amazing things. What is your inspiration by that, and how did you even start doing this blog?
Well, honestly, I started doing like that's kind of how I learned to sew was refashioning things. I think that was kind of like the start of me even in high school. Like I just wanted to take things and kind of make them fit or shorten them or revamp them in a way that they were, like trendy and something that I'd want to wear. And that's how I learned to sew. And then I decided, I should start a blog because this is what I do. And obviously, this is years later. And then that's why I started Trash to Couture. And I just wanted to basically inspire people to look at unwanted clothing and basically give it a little reviving with sewing and DIY tutorials.
Which I think is awesome. And you couldn't have started this at a better time because a lot of the people who are getting back into sewing, they're intimidated by sewing an entire garment, and this gives them another option.
Yes, and it's a lot, in my opinion, it's a lot easier because you're starting with basically a silhouette, and there's the hems are already in place. There's already kind of a shape, and
Right.
sometimes I'll just revamp something completely, like a men's shirt into a peplum dress, and that's a little bit extensive, but that's more just to kind of inspire. But sometimes all it is sometimes my favorite refashions are just taking in a shirt. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's just simple things like that I think a lot of the younger generation too is that's how they're learning to sew as well.
Well, and I'm going to bring up some of the outfits that you do,
Oh,
but a lot of people are saying they watch you. Amy says she's been watching you on Instagram for a while. Which,
oh,
so I'm going to bring up some of the photos that you did, especially for Halloween, and some of them are sewing projects, and some of them are not. But one of the things, what machine do you use? Because I think what I'm really excited to have you on here for today is because when I'm on here, I'm always promoting. Well, I love everything. I mean, of course, I'm a brand ambassador, but I'm biased a little bit, but that's because I like the product. And I've used
right.
everything from $100 machine that I carry with me to go wherever I need to just
Yeah.
sew real quick to all the way up to the Luminera, all of them. But a lot of people think that, well, if you don't have that super high end, you can't do everything that I'm doing. And although there's always goals, if sometimes that's not in a price point for people. So what machines do you have? Because what you're doing is beautiful, and I've seen your embroidery, and I've seen a lot of other things that we're going to share photos here. But what machines do you have?
So I have several, but I'm currently using the SE 1900, the sewing and
Okay.
embroidery machine. And for my embroidery, I mean, I usually keep my the SE 1900 with just as a sewing, and then I have the Brother PE 800 embroidery system, and that's basically the same thing as the SE 1900, but the embroidery only. And so I'll use that for the embroidery. And then I do have a serger. I use the Strong and Tough serger a lot, and so yeah, I kind of mix those and just also I use a lot of the Project Runway ones too. It just depends on what I want to do. You know what I mean that day. But for now, like the SE 1900 is my go-to.
Well, I have to laugh when you say the Brothers Strong and Tough Sergers. So for those of you, you guys know that I always have like a really funny sense of humor, and I always call that the rough and tough because
Oh, that's
when
cute.
I started to use that, I just put on mute here just for 1 second. Hold on. I see someone just called in. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to put him on mute. There you go. Joanne's going to be joining us from the backside in just a minute. But
Nice.
Joanne, I'm going to put you on mute for a moment. Okay. So the rough and tough machine, the reason being is because when I tested that machine, they said it could surge through just about anything.
Right.
And I tried it and it could.
Yeah. I'm not even scared. I'm like layers of denim, layers of canvas, like fur, thick fur. I just right through. And
Yeah.
it doesn't even, how sometimes you're like a little bit intimidated when it's thick.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
the Strong and Tough, I'm like, just go for it. Don't think twice. Cardboard.
I agree.
Go.
So that is your setup behind you, isn't it? That's where
Yeah,
you
do
do
you want
a
me
lot
to
of your
you
sewing
want
and
me to
everything?
show you?
Yeah. Let's show us the room.
Okay. Can I twist it?
Sure. If you
Okay. So here's my serger, and here is the Brother PE 800. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay. And then here's the SE 1900.
That's a great setup though. It's very cute there.
Yeah, I have I'm trying to reverse it, but it won't let me.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay. And then I do have my little dress form back there. You see it?
Yeah, you can see that, which I love. But what do you have on there right now?
That's my Maleficent costume that
Oh, yes.
I just did for I did them, and then I have a whole nother side over here. So I have a couple other machines that are set up. I have the cover stitch the Brother cover stitch machine as well over here, and then I have over here a hallway, and I usually have my rolling rack. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
So
We all have to have a rolling rack.
yes. And isn't it lifesaver?
Yes.
Like otherwise everything's dumped into like, boxes and bins. But yeah, that was my Maleficent costume.
I'm going to bring up some of the photos that you have, and I think that's in there.
Yeah,
so
I sent you some.
I'm going to make us small if I can remember which button it is. We're going to just be all dizzy. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to make Laura and I small, and we have these photos up here. Actually, I think I could bring these photos up by themselves so everyone can see them better. Okay, there you go. So this is such a beautiful picture. This dress you wore, did you wear this to New York to Fashion Week?
Yes. That was my first Fashion Week photo.
Okay, so everybody watching this is just one of her photos on Instagram. They're so beautiful. Okay, your sewing room is way too clean.
Well, only for the setup.
Okay. Everybody's saying they love your costume. Okay, so that's gorgeous. I'm going to keep going through some of your photos. So can you see the photo up here?
I can.
Okay, great. This is amazing. Tell us about this and how you made it.
So are you getting an echo?
Yeah, it's back.
Okay. I don't know.
Let's see if it's okay now.
Can you hear me better?
You guys just let us know if you hear the echo. I don't hear it right now.
Okay.
By the way, not to just go squirrel on you for a second, but a clothing rack on wheels. Yes, your clothing rack's on wheels, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Definitely.
All right, so she said when you have three up, it echoes.
Okay, let's see if I can just show this one. See if that's better.
Okay. I can still hear it a little bit, but
do you want to call me on the phone? Well, then I can't see you. That's not going to do much good. Sorry, guys.
Maybe take down the photo.
Okay, I'll take down the photo for a minute. How's that?
Is that better? Yeah.
It is. I don't know what's going on with the computer. So, all right, guys. You saw the photo. Now talk. You tell us about it.
That's a good idea. Okay. So the Maleficent, basically, my kids, they love that movie. And I let them pick my costume this year. And they said, we want you to be Maleficent. And I was like, okay, I've always wanted to be an Angelina Jolie character. And I thought that was a good one because the costume is really cool. And so it was actually really easy. The knit cloak is just a no-sew. It's just basically a strip of fabric with armholes cut inside it. And that's all on my blog. And then I made a corset with some hook in the eyes and down the center front. And I just kind of added that to kind of like connect it all together. And then, the collar was just felt. And I did have to use a headband, like a normal headband. As the choker though, to get it to stay up, you know what I mean? Because it was pretty heavy.
Right.
And then I just made a little turban, and then added some horns, and it was added some basic garments underneath, and yeah, that kind of stole the show, and it was just fun.
It's beautiful. I'm going to see if I can. I'm going to try one more time on a different screen here, guys, to bring this up to you. But if we can't,
talk when you pull it up. It does echo when the picture comes up for some reason.
Okay, I'm going to try to put you on silence for a minute, just for a sec, just to see if that's it. If not, then she has all this on her blog. So let me bring this back up so you guys can see this. All right. So if there's an echo this time, then I know it's the photo and it's not Laura. So I'm going to just mute Laura for a second. So this is the costume that she's talking about. This is absolutely amazing. And now you can see the photos that she does and why she makes such a great brand ambassador for Brother, because everything she makes is beautiful. And like she just said, that was a super easy, quick project. So the next one I'll show you the photo and then I'll bring her up. So I'm going to take this back down. Okay, Laura. Oh my gosh, this costume is so cute.
The Grinch. Yeah, I actually have it right here.
This is the cutest costume ever.
My son, he's 2, and he is obsessed with the Grinch. probably when he was 1 year old, we were watching it every single day from summer on. Like it didn't even matter. And I was like, I have to make him be the Grinch. And so I couldn't find green fur, which was like impossible to find in my little town. So I just got these little feather boas from like a Dollar Tree and just glued them around the neckline. And then I did sew this, and then I sewed the bottoms and everything like that. And then I just added these. You could sew them on, or you could even just like glue them on. It doesn't matter. But he actually won with his little Grinch outfit. He won the costume contest at our community Halloween event.
Did he really?
Yeah, he won out of everyone, and it was so cute. He was like, he just loved his costume, but it was just fun to see him like just having a good time in it. And it's probably my favorite costume I made him.
Hold that. I'm going to, everybody's saying, oh my gosh, Caroline, that's so cute. I'm going to bring you up by yourself so you can show that. Okay, show that again,
Okay.
like kind of higher. This is so cute.
And I just have the pants. Let me get the pants.
Oh my gosh, this is adorable.
Yeah, and then his little pants.
Oh, that is so cute.
And then I did make and then he has little booties at the bottom. Like I had, us seamstresses, we got to go all out.
Definitely.
I'm not showing up at that costume party with like an off the rack, like you got to be like go in there and have head to toe. But yeah, he was adorable. And I showed you the photo. I sent you the photo. You could share that too if you want.
Yeah, let me see. I'm bringing up a different screen than what we had earlier, so maybe this might solve it. So you all just let me know if there's an echo. I'll turn it off. But here's that. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Okay, let me see if I can see which order these are in. Of course, they're backwards now. Definitely. We definitely wanted to see all the photos again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the Grinch. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, this is a different one. We'll just put them. These are totally in no necessary order, okay, guys?
Yeah.
But this is unbelievable. And okay, I'll just let you tell because you told me about this, and okay, a lot of the people watching this love to sew couture. They also love to sew something quickly, but they want to look like that. And did you not say that? Well, you go ahead and tell. I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, so this was basically just a long sleeve shirt, and then the two bat wings below it are just a t-shirt that I cut up, and I sewed it along the inseam of the arm and then the long sleeve shirt. And I call that my Black Widow bat wing top. But that's just a simple, fun look you could like as a mom, wearing to your kids' Halloween party or your kids' class party, or just something quick for help the trick-or-treaters. You know what I mean? And it's like you just hold it out and it's all cool cut and yeah, it's a t-shirt.
I love it.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
That's a super fast one, although it looked completely like you spent hours on it. And you have that one on your blog too, don't you?
Yeah, everything, all these that we're showing are on my blog. On the homepage, I have a DIY Halloween section, and you can just click that, and they're all there.
Okay, so since we're having such weird things with the photos wanting to talk to us in echo, it is Halloween. Maybe it's just creepy, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I don't hear it now, though. I feel like it's good now.
It's just when that photo goes up. So I'm going to bring the photo up just really quick.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. That last one was that dress on the bridge. Gorgeous. You wore that to Fashion Week, did you not?
I did make it for Fashion Week, and so yeah, I did. I didn't wear it to the show, but yeah, I did. Take it. And I did wear it around town if we went out or something like that.
I absolutely love that. And then let me go back here. This is a close up of what she had earlier. So like I said, these are in no particular order. I thought I had them a little bit better, but maybe not so much. Now I did turn the echo off on those photos. I don't know why the photos would be talking to us. So if that's better, then let me know.
Yeah,
okay.
it still echoes a little bit for me.
Okay, I do. I hear that a little bit too. This is beautiful. So, first off, this bridge is in a lot of your photos. Where is this bridge? This is going to be like the most famous bridge because of you.
No, actually, it's right outside my neighborhood. Like
It's
that's
gorgeous.
it does, and it photographs really pretty. I'm sure my neighbors, like, I know they drive by sometimes and see my husband and I, like, out there, like, me in some, like, outfit like that, like, and I'm sure they're like, what does she do? You know what I mean? And I'm always like, don't look, don't look, don't, you know what I mean? We'll have like my son Lewis like running back and forth on the bridge, and I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
I'm
so
sure
funny.
everyone's like, what is she doing? But most of them that know me, I'm like, okay, I'm a sewing blogger. So, but you want to be careful about that too, because then they write you about, hey, Laura, can you hem my dress? And I'm like, that's not what I do. That's not the type of sewing that I do. Do you know what
So,
I mean?
speaking of that, we talked about this a little bit, and some of you might be interested in this, and I wanted to bring this up. So, perfect timing for this.
Yeah.
We were talking about how we're amongst the different brand ambassadors for Brother, particularly, we all have different backgrounds and we all sew for different purposes. I started doing custom clothing, designing clothes, high end, one of a kind for customers, and now I'm designing patterns for the home sewer. I asked you, when did you start this? And you basically said this was your relaxation. You loved it.
Yeah. I mean, it's always been like for me a passion, even from a young age when I started to sew. Like I learned maybe when I was 12, and I didn't, like when you're younger, you're not sure if you can make it a career, but I definitely wanted to just do it because I loved it and keep it in my life. Like, even though I have my kids and everything, you still have to have something for yourself. And I think starting my blog, it just was like refreshing because I was able to create content and share kind of like and inspire others to see that, hey, you can do this at home too. Um, you can make these too, and just kind of simplify it. And then from there, I have kind of a range of super simple to a little bit more difficult. But I want others to see that, hey, you can take the time and do this yourself as well.
I totally agree. And what you show on here is amazing. Like people would think that you're doing this in mass production when you're just doing it for yourself and you're enjoying it. In fact, the other day when I bothered you, would you say you had your 4 hours of quiet time?
Yeah, my son's at his little mom's morning out is what they call it. And it's like 9 to 1. And I was like, I have it 3 days a week. And I was like, those are the most efficient 12 hours of my week. It's like all sewing. I come home, I get my cup of coffee, and I'm like design mode.
That's awesome. Okay, so
Yeah,
this dress
it is.
here, this outfit here is definitely design mode. Oh my goodness. This is
Oh, that one.
okay, so did you stand in the middle of that traffic? I just have to ask this, and I know.
Oh,
How did you get this photo in the middle of traffic?
okay. So I actually was on the sidewalk. I wasn't there. That's just the traffic right there on the left. Yeah, but I actually wasn't standing in the middle of the street. That's just, it looks like it because my sister actually took that, but she was like standing down, or she was like, like bending down and taking it upward. But yeah, that was kind of one of those two where you're like,
Oh
but
my gosh.
New York, when we were there, like all it was these Instagram bloggers. Like, and so they're so used to it. They probably roll their eyes at everybody. You know what I mean? It's like all it was like iPhone shots and cameras. And so, like, in Georgia or something like that, sometimes you feel a little bit silly, but like out there, I was like, this is normal for them. So, you
Oh
know what
yeah.
I mean?
Well, when I saw this, I just had to giggle because I was like, that is so cool, and I could just picture myself being out there. Well, Win would try to take the photo for me, but I'm like, does she have a selfie stick out there, or she's just like hoping nobody runs over her phone, or what?
Hey, no shame. No shame in
No
that.
shame. Okay,
Like,
that photo was terrible. So those
oh,
of you that are joining, this is Laura Pifer, and we are. Do you pronounce it Pifer or Pfeiffer?
Pifer, yeah.
Piper. Okay,
Yep.
sorry about that. I had it right.
Yeah,
um,
good.
so I'm bringing photos up and down so we don't get the echo, but this is the photo. This is the one that is amazing. And I'm going to see what else I got. Okay, this is precious.
I knew you
That
would
is,
love that one.
yeah, that's one of your sons.
Hmm.
And tell us about that one.
So he wanted a backpack, like he's a little Boy Scout. And like I said, they love fishing and stuff. And so I had to make a project, and it had to be kind of like back to school related. And so but I was like, my kids already have all their backpacks, and like they have their school stuff, and there's a lot of zipper pouches out there. So he was like, why don't you make me a Boy Scout backpack that I can bring for fishing? And he had all these ideas of like, things that he could hang like things on, like his water bottle or whatever. And so yeah, he designed that, and I just made it come to life for him. And that was he calls it his little fishing Boy Scout backpack. And he does, it's canvas, so it's like heavy material on the outside, and it's waterproof, like outdoor fabric.
This is just, let's see if I can. Absolutely so cute. Absolutely cute. Oh, sorry, Laura. I put you on mute. Sorry about that.
And the little patches were like the built-in designs on the SE 1900. And so we added some of those little things to like make it look a little bit more detailed and a little bit more custom. But yeah,
very cute.
I knew you would like that because you guys are like, professionals when it comes to fishing. And so I was like, Angela's going to love that one.
I need to get Wynn a nice bag like that for all of his stuff.
Him one.
Don't tell him that.
Okay. I know.
Marcy wanted to know what's the name of the blog, and I just showed it up here just a second ago. You can find her at the handle Trash to Couture, but her blog is Trash to Couture.
Yeah.
All right. You can also find her. There's a few more things on here at blog.brothersews.com. I'll bring that up here too. But let me bring a couple more photos here because you have to get off to pick up your kiddos here in a second.
My husband has them.
This dress, absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to show it for a second and then bring it down so we don't get an echo. All right. So what is that dress?
So that was a dress that I made for New York Fashion Week with Brother. They were sponsoring the Nicole Miller show. And I honestly made that because I looked at the designer stuff and I just kind of wanted to like blend in, you know what I mean? And like kind of go there and have a little bit of her inspiration behind like her collection behind my own. And so she did a lot of like rich fall florals and stuff like that. So I just made, and it's actually a little simple dress. It has the buttons down the center front, but it was just fun. I put pockets on it, and it was like, I felt like I kind of made a 50s dress and turned it into a little bit more modern. You know what I mean?
Well, you did. It's really cute.
Yeah, it was sweet, and I felt really comfortable in it. I want to wear something that I feel like put together and dressed up, but also like you're comfortable. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, I got one more Halloween, and then I'm going to go to the Brother blog. But this.
Oh yeah, that one's fun.
This is, okay, let me see if I can just make it big by itself for a second. So there's no echo, but let's see what we have. Let's see here. Okay, that is so cool. I absolutely love that. So let me unmute Laura. All right, go ahead. Tell us about this thing. That's crazy. That is cool. Is that a t-shirt cut up too?
Yep, that's just a t-shirt. And it's on my blog as well, but it's just lines that I cut and slashed into, just with scissors, and then I cut into the t-shirt. And then I found like a spider that was like glow in the dark, and I just stuck it like right down on the middle. And yeah, that one was fun.
That's very cute.
And the batwing top that you shared earlier, that is the same technique. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And it's just a lot of cutting to get it right. It's just a lot of cutting and pulling, basically, the knit of the t-shirt.
All right, I'm going to bring another blog up here. For those of you that want a really fun project, let me put a couple on mute here just for 1 second. Okay, so this is the blog.brothersews.com, where Laura and I and Joanne and quite a few other, like Cindy you saw last week, Emily. There's a whole pile of brand ambassadors that Brother has on here that we're sharing different projects, and we all have a little bit different flavors. So down here, Laura did the cutest. So this is blog.brothersews.com, a DIY Halloween applique pillow. And I'm just going to bring this up for a second. Hopefully you don't get an echo. And this was so cute. And she gives all the instructions on here how to do this. An applique. I love the fabric on the top. She does great photos with the machine. And so you can go there and look at that yourself and do the tutorial. There's still time. But let me unmute Laura. And okay, Laura, this is the cutest project.
Oh, thank you.
What fabric is on that?
Okay, I don't know. I have it. It's
skull.
Just
it's so cute.
It's just a felt.
Okay, let me make you big and me small. Yeah, it has a little shine to it. It's like just a novelty fabric, but it's so perfect for this.
Now, I don't know how it will wash.
I forget the washing. Well, it might look like you never know it. Heck, it's a skeleton, right? How could you screw that up?
Right? And you know what? You can always get, like if you go to like a craft store, they have the little felt pre-cut things, and you could always get one of those as well and make a couple. Like I was like, oh, I should have done like spiders, pumpkins and stuff like that. Done a bunch of them. But maybe next year. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just a simple applique, and then we added the satin stitch around the edge, and so it kind of almost has like an embroidery effect. You know what I mean?
It's so fun.
It was fun. That one was cute. My kids were fighting over who got it on their bed.
You have Marcy said she has always wanted to follow sewing blogs, but she doesn't follow any yet. I think you are going to be one of her first.
Marcy. So nice.
That's awesome. And you have a lot of other people rolling in. Hi, Susan. Great to see you. Sue says it's adorable. Okay, so, and again, the sewing blog is trashticouture.com, and the other sewing blog is blog.brothersews.com. So we have a fun plan for Christmas. We haven't solidified it yet, but we're going to do Christmas sweater, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
You and I? Yeah. So you guys will have so much fun with this. And Cheryl's saying, love your blog. You've got a lot of fans on here.
Oh, thanks, Cheryl.
So if you haven't followed her on Instagram, her hashtag is @TrashToCouture.
Yep.
Let's see if I'll put it up here one more time. And if you have any questions for her, go ahead and throw them out right now. Otherwise, we are going to let her go. It was so thank you so much for being on today. It's so much fun. And you know, my favorite part of this whole new sewing news show is that it puts a face to a face with a voice.
Right.
And so everyone sees your beautiful pictures, and you have such a gorgeous family. You run. We didn't even talk about that, but just 1 second. We did talk that you ran to get a top, but that was because you run all the time.
Yeah, I do. Honestly, I started competitive running at such a young age. And my whole entire life, I was a national track athlete. I actually held a national record at one point in high school. And so I did go to college to be a runner. And, I can't, it's kind of one of those things like sewing, like it's part of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and we
definitely.
were talking about that like earlier. It's kind of like my running like fuels and inspires my creativity. You know what I mean? So without it, like I feel like I wouldn't do as well at one or the other, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. I just have to ask then, because I ran track in high school as well. What did you run?
That.
I know. I did the mile relay and the 400.
Nice. So you were like a middle distance, 400. Nice.
I couldn't stand to go around more than once. So when the track coach said, will you run? And I said, well, what is it? He said, the 400. I said, how many times around?
That's
once.
So
okay, I can handle that. So to my running friend, you're only going to get me to the end of the block. You can continue on.
Right. That's okay, though.
Well, everyone is saying hello. They can't wait to go see your blog. Oh, you had Donna. Thank you for joining us here. And all right, so Michelle says she loves your costume ideas. And you guys go to her blog because she has a lot of fun stuff on there. Lita says she loves your upcycling clothes, and everyone's saying hi.
Thank you.
Somebody asked you though, did you make your denim jacket you're wearing?
No.
Are you going to cut it up probably in one of your next posts and make something else?
No. I didn't make this, but I did make I should have worn it, but I didn't think about it. But I did make a denim jacket actually out of my kids' old jeans. And
Oh,
that's
fun.
on my website. It's under Trash to Couture, like the headline up there. And that one is really cool. It was made from all their jeans. I kept them because I'm a upcycling queen like that. And I made them all those old jeans into a denim jacket for me. And so that one, yes, you could go see that on the blog as well.
That's very cool. I think I've only done one extra thing um, with denim, and that was when I cut it up and turned it into a dress for the boat. I took
And
two
that's really
jean
good
shirts, and they
too.
were my husband's jean shirts.
That's cute.
Yeah, and he didn't even realize it until the fashion show a couple weeks ago, and he was videotaping, and I said, "And these
Yes.
are my husband's." Oh,
You're like, what? Oh, I know. I totally go and
definitely.
scour my husband's old clothes. And like, they don't want it until after you cut it up. Hey, that was a really nice shirt, Laura. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
that was in the giveaway pile for the last year.
Exactly. That's how it works. Well, again, I have this up here. If you want to follow Laura on Instagram, it's at Trash Ticket Tour. I'm at Angela with Fashion. We would love to have you on there. And her stuff is so much fun. And your behind the scenes, your Insta stories, those are my favorites. So,
Oh, good. Okay, I'll do more of those.
oh, yes. So, Laura, it's so great to have you on here. Everyone says hi. If anyone has odd questions I can't answer, I'll find you back. But thank you for coming. I have Joanne coming next. But, Laura, have a wonderful day. Say hi to your family.
All right. Thanks, Angela.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Okay, so this is so much fun. I just love having all these fun people on here. So Laura she is just a treasure, and I'm so glad you were able to meet her and put a personality with her beautiful work. And next I have coming up here Joanne, but Joanne's coming via phone if she hasn't hung up yet. Joanne, are you on here? Oh, I have her on mute. Hey, Joanne, are you on here?
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
So
good to talk to you. You're gonna get the voice without the face today, but hopefully next time you'll get the face and the voice.
I know. So I'm going to hold your phone up here just to make sure everyone can hear you. Okay. So you all know Joanne Banko. I'm going to just bring up her name here for you. So if you don't know, Joanne Banko has been on It's So Easy for many seasons now. She is a complete regular, my sidekick, and she has a blog, Let's Go Sew. Is that correct?
That's right. That's it. Let's go sew. If I asked you what you wanted to do today, you'd say, let's go sew, right?
Right, exactly. So I'm just going to wait for, if everyone will just give me a thumbs up. I have her as loud as it goes. So just give me a thumbs up that you can hear her. And so far, everyone's saying hi. Reen says hi.
Hi, Reen.
Susan says
hey,
hi.
Everybody.
Your whole gang is in here. Wonderful. So,
that's great.
Okay, Joanne, I have a couple questions for you. And since you're not on here, I brought some photos. So we'll see if the photos decide to behave this time. So I found this photo of us just to make you laugh. Last time we were on set of It's So Easy, Joanne had all of her makeup on, and I just finished driving like 5.5 hours. And so that's why she looks beautiful and I don't. But the funniest part is all the stuff on the table to the right. This is in the green room at the taping of It's So Easy TV. And
it gets messy there. It gets very messy.
It gets terribly messy. I only made more of a mess than that afterwards. So that's our photo. So you can put a face with Joanne. And so Joanne, I want to bring you on, and now with this new Brother blog, which I just love. You've had such fun projects on here. And I want to just ask you a few things. There's something on here that comes up quite often. And for those that like to follow along, they want to see what's new. There's something that you do every month, and it's Foot of the Month. Do you pretty much do this every month?
Been doing that for a long time, many years. But it's finally moved over to the Brother blog, so it's getting a lot more exposure, and a lot more sewing enthusiasts are able to find out about all those fun feet we like to work with.
Which I love. So this one, I don't know if you can see this up here. So it's the embroidered pumpkin table runner, which is so cute. Okay. Now, by the way, I could definitely see, maybe not with pumpkins on it, but something similar to that I could use like as a jacket. I won't do the pumpkins. That might be a Let's see. I'm going to move this down here. Okay, this foot. So this foot, it looks like a J foot with a quilting attached to it. Is that what you have on here?
Yes, it's actually the quilt guide that most people use in the walking foot, because there's a hole in the back of the walking foot for that. But a lot of people don't realize that there is a slot right in the standard foot holder that we use to snap on and off all our feet. And that same guide sticks right in there. So I thought that would be a good thing for everybody to find out about.
Okay, so that is such a wow moment. I remember the first time that I actually saw that. Probably you showed me. So all of you watching that sew the sewing machine with a J foot like this, did you know that this fits right in there? Probably many of you probably have, but if you were like me when I first figured this out, it was like, wow, that is so cool.
It's just so good to have a guide, because whenever you have an edge guide, then you don't have to watch the needle or the fabric. You just watch the edge guide and the edge that you're trying to be, consistent with. So it's all about making it easier, faster, and more fun.
That's very cool. So your project, is that burlap?
It is actually a fabric called Osnaburg, and it's 100% cotton. It's been around forever. I'd say the closest thing that somebody might relate to, and I'm gonna date myself, but I never did have flour sacks, but it's a little bit like a flour sack. It's just a loosely woven, natural cotton with little kind of like brown flecks in it, almost like muslin, but a little fancier, and it ravels wonderfully. It washes beautiful. It's just a great base for embroidery. So I thought it would really showcase that colorful design. Sometimes it's, we get so attracted to color, but a lot of times we need just a kind of a neutral base so that our embroidery is really what shines on the fabric. So
yeah, and your embroidery here is gorgeous. So here's a photo of what she's using that application, because I saw some people say, what do I do with that? Everybody's saying, Amy says, I want to go get it up and get my foot and look at it right now. Marty says, I did not know that. Yeah. So yeah,
it's built right into the actual the shank that we screw on our machine. So
unbelievable.
Any foot that you snap on, you can use with that.
Okay, so I have another question, because I think you used a stitch that I don't use very frequently. A lot of people sometimes use it for knits, and I choose not to. It's just too narrow for me, but it looks like the stretch stitch, the lightning stitch. Is that what you're using on here?
Yes. It's called the stem stitch on the brother machines, and it does look like a little bit like a lightning bolt. It's wonderful for attaching appliques when you don't want a satin stitch or you don't want a zigzag, because it has that little bit of a slant. It just kind of like bites the fabric just slightly, and you can change the width and the length and really fine tune it to work exactly for your project. So
okay, so I just figured something out then. My fringe skirt that I love to make so often, that means that would make a great way to add that fringe. I never even thought about that. I always use a zigzag stitch, but this would be better because then it wouldn't pull out.
Yep, it's a little bit more subtle. It's not as, doesn't kind of jump in your face like a zigzag stitch does. So
oh my goodness.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's very cute. All right, let's see. We have a few questions on fabric and stuff that I can go back and answer later, but let me just go. You had a couple of other posts on here. Well, you have a lot of posts on here, but they're always so fun. Okay, this one next to it, the 3-step mug mat for fall. These are such practical things that you could easily use for a gift or anything like that, a gift or a photo or a friend, so a party. Okay, so this is so cute. So can you tell us just a wee bit about that?
Yeah, I love scarecrows. I'm just like, I love pumpkins. I love scarecrows. And if you show the next one, you'll see the next thing that I love for fall. But the scarecrows are just always so cute. And in that particular case, the mug mat itself is super, super, super simple to sew. I just wanted to find a way to create one that looks finished, really nice finished all around the edges, and it's easy to close up on the front side and the back side. But in the project, I feature a little bit more about selecting colors, because that scarecrow guy took a while to do. I think it was 24 thread changes.
Oh, I'm
And
looking at it
this is
right now. Was this a built-in design, or did you get this off of embroidery, or where?
This is from embroidery. It's one of the wonderful, wonderful designs that are available from embroidery. And it, like I said, it had a lot of color change, but it also had absolutely just did not want to use. And I don't know about everybody on here, but that happens to me almost every time I make a project. I love the designs that are built in the machine. I love the designs on embroidery, but they almost never are exactly what I want color-wise. So there's lots of options for changing colors. One of the greatest things is just to use the built-in feature in your machine where you can preview all of the color sections. And one of the tips that I offered in the instructions is that sometimes it's hard to tell what color you're dealing with because you're just seeing a block of color.
Right.
So I will change it to something really weird, like is that insect? Is that the apples are in, or the birdhouse?
You're breaking up a little bit, Joanne. I lost you for a sec. Let me bring you back.
Okay.
There
So
you
what
are.
was the last part you heard me say?
That after you change the colors around?
Yes, I like to use the feature in the machine where we can preview the colors. And what I'll do is I'll change it to something really funny looking, maybe orange or purple. And that way I know what block of color I'm dealing with, and then I can change it to whatever color I want.
That's very cool. I love this design. This is so cute.
It's adorable.
I know. And I guess I never, for those of you that have never gone to embroidery.com, last week Cindy did a great talk about that, of how to get the design, download it to your machine, know what size hoop you're using. So if you need that resource, you can watch last week's video, which is on
wonderful.
Facebook and
Wonderful
YouTube.
Tutorial.
Yeah, and you don't even realize that there are this many really cool embroidery designs until you actually look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
yep. And I call it the donut theory because you can go there and you can pick, one with chocolate sprinkles and one with the maple frosting. It's not like buying a design collection where you might have a whole bunch of them and really only want one or two to actually stitch out. On embroidery, you can pick what you want and stitch what you want.
Exactly. Okay, so there's one more thing on here, and then I'll leave you. But you're going to come back next month to talk about, because I think your project. Can you give us a little hint what's coming for
Yeah, well, when
November?
Thanksgiving comes around, I think most of us start thinking about cooking and eating, maybe a little bit more than sewing, at least for a couple weeks. So I've got some really quick projects that can help you dress up your Thanksgiving table or even your Christmas table.
Oh, that will be wonderful. Everyone's saying to your other things. Melissa says beautiful. Angie says beautiful. Great name, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so this other one, I brought up,
November.
quick and easy, she said. Happy fall to all. That is so cute, by the way. And I could totally see doing something like that for any holiday, like just to put outside.
Very simple. Very, very simple.
It's embroidered design. I'm just bringing this up. So you guys, you can all go to blog.brothersews.com to get all of these tutorials and follow along.
Yep, that's it.
And you do such a great job on your blog of like having angles. Oh, the laser light. But your photos.
Use of all those great.
Oh, I know. And your photos are beautiful and it's so easy to follow. So
thank you, Angela. I love doing it. I love sharing sewing with everybody out there.
Very cool. So, Joanne,
yes.
How can they find you besides on Brother Sews? Your blog is?
My website is letsgosew.com. And of course, on It's So Easy TV as well, where we share that studio and the time there and have a lot of fun. So
everyone give Joanne a heart and thank her for coming on. Joanne, I cannot wait to see your new one's coming out on the 1st, right? Or the end of the week, kind of, or maybe next week?
Yes, it should be. If anybody wants those sunflower designs, they want to get them today or tomorrow because the new design will come out. It's almost always uploaded on the 1st of the month.
Oh, wait a minute. We missed that part. So these sunflower designs, can they get those right now?
Yes.
For free?
Download.
Free download, guys. We missed that.
Free.
This sunflower is a free download if you go there now until the end of the month, which means you have until tomorrow. those are so cute. And so that was the other thing, is that this is on another site too. I got these mixed up, Joanne, sorry.
That's okay.
That this is the free download. So then her new one will be up on the 1st or close to that. You have to give a little leeway for technology issues, right?
Right.
Okay, so everyone is saying thank you, thank you. Well, Joanne is going to be on here again. We're going to talk about her next projects. Susan says she loves your blog.
Aw, thank you.
All your favorites are on here. So helpful. Thanks. Well, Joanne, I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Are you dressing up?
No, I'm going to dress up probably in my pajamas because we usually go to bed early on Halloween.
Okay, that's just hilarious.
There's nothing going on here usually, so we don't have too many kids in the neighborhood.
So Joanne is just as bad as me. I would have to say though, my husband and I, we bought a ton of candy a couple years ago, and we didn't realize that all of the kids, we just moved to this neighborhood, that all the kids had gone to school. So they were all older. So what are you going to do, right? Well, we didn't have the option of having anybody come. So when the kids would come up, it's getting closer to the end of the day. And what does my husband do? He would just dump candy in there. And so then word got out, and all these other kids came in and they wanted the candy dumped in. Here's our, I'm going to bring a photo up of the bag that we use. He dumped candy in their stuff. So the next thing you know, like 10 minutes before trick-or-treating's over, everybody's coming up for candy, and it's all gone. So last year we decided, you know what, we're going to just have a campfire in the backyard, and we put a bowl of candy out front so kids could just take it. And you know what, they were totally honest, because there was 3 pieces left for Win. I lost Joanne. Okay, Joanne, we just lost you. Joanne, it was such a pleasure to have you on here. I think she was on her cell phone. So next time when she comes on, hopefully she will be in a place where she can come on live. But in the meantime, everyone give Joanne a heart and say thank you. I'm seeing everybody says that their husbands do the same thing. So just a couple more things. I am so happy you guys joined. But here's a few more blog posts for you on blog.brothersews.com. Kelly says she doesn't get any trick-or-treaters either. I know. It's like my mom has to buy 20 bags of candy. I need 0. Well, plus I'd eat it. So this is a blog post for you guys that I did, I don't know, a couple years ago. This is so simple and easy to do. This is a great project to do maybe with kids. It's felt. How easy is that? And some faux fur. That's the supplies. And I basically made the applique and cut around it, and very, very easy. Every step is on the blog.brothersews.com. And then I embroidered. Oh, here's a little trick for you, a trick or a treat. This is just plastic that I get from the dry cleaner. That's it. I got this trick or treat from Deborah Jones. She said that one day, she said, you know, when I do my embroidery on top of fleece, I think it was Deborah, and then also Joanne also gave me another tip, almost similar, but you both use different plastics. So I don't know which one gave the dry cleaner or which one just gave the plastic bags. But I would put that on the top, and what it would do is it would prevent my letters from embedding in that felt. And I love this. I've been using it ever since. So I'm always like keeping all my plastic bags in order to keep my embroidery looking really good like that. So that is your trick or treat. Tomorrow, by the way, I will be on again live, behind the scenes live. And tomorrow we're going to be talking with my sisters, assuming my other sister gets better. She made the cutest outfits for her kids. Unbelievable. This is my sister with the twins. The twins are like 4 months old. Maybe not even. They were born in May. They're so cute. And she dressed her 2 twins and her 1-year-old up like old people. Elderly, I should say, right? Well, they had, you'll just appreciate this. It's so cute. So we got 2 grandmas and a grandpa coming on tomorrow. And my other sister is going to give us some tips for some snack ideas for Halloween. So to end the show, I just want to remind you guys, this. Recognize this? This is Texas. Next week, everybody's going to be leaving. They're going to the Houston Quilt Fest. So if you're coming, you can catch my live show from last week. Barbara was on there with allbrands.com. I will be at the All Brands booth. All the Brother machines are going to be there. We're going to be demoing them on stage. Let's see who's all going to be there. Cindy Hogan, Jerry Granada, just a ton of your favorite people are going to be there. You can come say hi. There's giveaways, and at 2 o'clock on Saturday the 11th, Saturday the 10th, sorry. The show, I think, is from the 7th to the 11th. In the All Brands booth, they are giving away something special. So come to the Brother booth, All Brands, 7th to the 11th, Houston Quilt Fest. And in the meantime, everyone's saying, I wish I could. Reen is going to be there. How could I not think of that? Yes, of course, Reen. Ed Carey, can't wait to see you. So I love this photo. It was taken out of one of my hotel rooms. Yes, that is a photo of Texas. It took me a while, but it's cool. So anyways, thank you all for coming. We will be back with this show. This is we just get rid of this here. So at least we got rid of that crazy echo. I have no idea what it was. But we have another great guest coming for you in a couple weeks. Cindy Hogan's going to be coming back. Yes, to talk about the scan and cut. Thank you, Cindy. But next week, I'm going to be live all week towards the end of the week through the Houston Quilt Fest. If there's anybody special you want me to stop in and see, let me know. Otherwise, thank you for showing up. Sewing News Live with Angela Wolf. And tomorrow, I will see you behind the scenes live at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're watching this on YouTube, great to see you. Bye, you guys. See you in a few weeks.